Hey, DG and beyond. How are you? Happy Monday. I'm here in my lovely office here at DG and Beyond headquarters, and I'm a little late for coffee chat. However, I did want to come in and say hi. Hi, Tina. It's so good to see you. Happy Monday. And for those of you who are on the East Coast, hopefully everyone is well. We were kind of bracing for a hurricane this weekend. Hi, Lori. It's so good to see you. We were bracing for a hurricane, but luckily we made it through. And here in Long Island, where I live, we only got a little bit of rain. And so I'm so happy, thankful, and blessed. Hello, Bonnie from Texas. Yes, there's my girl. Boy, hi Diane, how's it going? I love these coffee chats with you. It's so nice that it doesn't matter where we are in the world, that we could just sit down, connect, chat, and have a couple of minutes together. So kind of my calendar today was quite busy this morning with a couple of things went awry in some technology that I was using, and so been managing that, and then we're hopping on some client calls, and I have client calls for the rest of the afternoon. But now while I am making my lunch, which is cooking in the other room, I thought, why not come and spend time with the people who I love to spend time with the most, and that is you. So if you're watching or you're new to the Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond community, my name is Donna Rudowitz, and I am a licensed clinical social worker as well as a rapid transformational coach. And my work is to help you heal your soul fracture post-divorce, reclaim your brilliance, allow you to fall in love with yourself so you could become your own soulmate first, and then really create and attract the life that you know is within your heart, but for whatever reason, you just haven't quite been able to get there yet. So what I wanted to chat with you on Coffee Chat today is really this level of limited thinking. So Zig Ziglar back in the day had something that was called, he said, we'd never want to be a wandering generability. And with that, it sort of rang true to my heart because we are surrounded around what I call limited thinkers. And it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It doesn't mean people are less than or bad. It's kind of like we only know what we know. We can't quite see the label through the jar. And so until we know differently, we're just going to be following the conditioned behavior, patterns, and beliefs that going to be around the people that are around us the most. And most people in this world don't have the access to the information we have at DG here. Hi, April. Hi, Tina. They don't have the information that we have at DG here, which is we are not moved by outside circumstances. We are moved by inside circumstances, and that we have the power to transmute the energy and the things that we're experiencing on a daily basis. We have the power to transmute that energy and redirect it and create the life that we want, that we don't have to be a victim to effect, that we essentially get to be a master of cause. And so there was this story that I tell, is this young woman, and she goes down to the lake and she sees this other woman who is fishing. And this woman's pulling in fish. She's pulling in fish left and right. Hi, Alicia. Hi again, Lori. She's pulling in left and right fish, but she's throwing all of the fish, the big fish, back in the sea, and she's keeping all of the small fish. So this woman says to her, I don't understand, like, what's going on? Why are you throwing the big fish back, but why are you keeping the small fish? And the woman said, because I don't have a pan big enough to fry the big fish in. And that's an example of limited thinking, because here's this woman who's living her whole life based upon the limiting factors that she has, and not knowing that those could be challenged, or not knowing that those could be changed, because essentially she could go down to the store, go down to Bed and Bath, or go on Amazon or whatever, right, and order a bigger frying pan to have the room for the abundance. And I think that's what happens with us sometimes in life, is that the universe, and when we know how to step into alignment with ourselves and get rid of the toxic thinking and replace it and get into right alignment with who we are and where we're going, the universe wants to bring us this abundance of possibility, this abundance of love, this abundance of hope. But we've been by the sea only catching the small fish and throwing the big fish away because we haven't yet acclimated to all of these beautiful things, and we don't know any differently until now. So what I wanted to sort of just bring into your realm of thinking for today, right, something to think about, is where in my life have I been limiting myself? Where in my life have I been using limiting language, even if I know in my head it's not true, but I'm feeling it? Like, for instance, let's say your heart has been broken. You were in a narcissistic relationship. You're coming out of this narcissistic relationship, whether this one is 1 month from now, 1 year from now, 5 years ago, whenever it is. But deep down inside, you believe there's no good men out there, that you won't be able to trust, that your heart will just be hurt again. And this is, even though you want to be with someone and you want to go out and you want to date and you want to bring a partner into your life, but this is your frying pan thinking that's coming in and saying, I don't know if this is true. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So think about this in all areas of your life. Like, just take a journal, take a piece of paper and write down, where in my life do I limit myself? Where in my life am I keeping my frying pan thinking? Not making it right or wrong, not making it bad or good. You're just being the observer. Because what happens is when we take the time, even just 5 minutes, to sit down, to see what we think about the most, to see what we're concentrating on the most, to see where our thoughts are the most, what we will notice as we see what's writing down is, wow, I'm living at a fraction of what could be possible. And the beautiful part about where you are here and being a part of a DG sisterhood, especially here at DG, is we don't live in limited thinking. We live in exceptional. And we don't live just to have a good life. We live to have an exceptional life. And when you understand the tools and you understand how to do it and you understand what you need to do in order to remove that pain and step into this newfound, it's almost like stepping over a line. It's not because you can't have it, you just haven't had the right tools. But when you do step over the line, it's like a whole new level of living. So take the time today and become the observer and see where your thoughts are, see what's working for you, see what's not, and share here in the group if you want to share, but use that as data, right? What I like to say is, let's stay in the data, not the drama, because we could say there's no good men out there. I'll never have a good relationship again, or I'm just doomed to be hurt again. That is drama. That's not data, because that's just a feeling. It's not a fact. Yes, you have every right to feel the way you're feeling. Yes, the pain is part of your system and you deserve to feel the pain, but we don't want to buy a house on the street and we don't want to create the identity of, this is how I'm showing up in the world. Your identity is you are beautiful. Your identity is that you are a child of this beautiful universe, that you have so much that's ahead of you, and that your identity is that you are going to be and you are in a happy and committed and lovely relationship. Of that first relationship, right? And this is what you may not want to hear, but that first relationship is, you've got to become your own soulmate first. You've got to love you first. You've got to become your own committed relationship first, because you have to be the model of what you're showing the universe of what you need to bring into you. And it's like anything else, you have to acclimate into this new level of receiving good things. Because if you've been in a shitty relationship for a long period of time, it's probably for shit sure, and this is for sure, that you have been accepting and tolerating crumbs. And you've got to acclimate to this new level of accepting love and only tolerating love. And so just when you see people who are winning the lottery and they've never had money before, and all of a sudden this big influx of money come in, and you think like, wow, this for them is going to change everything for them. They're going to be able to buy their home and pay off debt and all of these things. And then what you find out months or years later, they're actually in a place worse off than they were before they had this influx of money, because they didn't know how to receive it. They didn't know how to nurture it. It's the same thing when we've been in shitty relationships and we've been treated poorly for years. We don't know how to receive a good relationship. And when a good relationship comes in, it's almost weird. It's uncomfortable. And you're like, wow, this doesn't feel right. Yeah, of course it doesn't feel right, because you're used to being treated poorly. So we need to flip the switch. But it all's got to start with you. You've got to flip the switch for yourself first. And that's the beginning. And that's the first step of truly attracting your partner and an amazing life, is becoming your own soulmate first. So guys, I'll see you later. Thank you for spending some time with me here at DG. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.